You bringing the bike in here? Welcome back to the Citystead, everyone. It is a great day. It is getting to that fall weather, which means we really gotta get concentrated on saving those seeds. Here we go with some seed saving montage, straight fire for you guys. No joke, guys, this kid is a rock star. He did all of these beans. Can you guys see that pile of beans? Yeah, you did it all. He pulled all these beans apart and got all those bean seeds out by himself. I was like, all right, I'm gonna go inside and talk to Mom real quick about dinner, and then I come back and he's almost got the whole thing done. Rock on, buddy. Rock on. See, seed saving is so easy. I got a 2-year-old doing it, guys. That means you can definitely do it. Hey, what are you doing? What are you doing? You playing with the seeds? Don't play with the seeds. We need to save them. We need to save all of those. Today we're going to talk about seed saving, guys. If you are new to gardening, you might not be familiar with all the issues we had. You might think not getting able to get seeds is normal, but it's not. So as you guys know, this crazy year has led to a lot of interesting things in the gardening world. One of them being that it is very, very hard to find seeds. And as you guys know, it is imperative that we have seed. All of this right here does not happen unless we have seeds. You won't catch me, boss hog. Yeah. Now you guys know how much I love seeds here. We do an Heirloom Seed Company Spotlight series, and that will be coming back for this fall. Places that you guys can get an idea of where to shop for seeds. There's a lot of companies out there. I just try to spotlight one. Once a week, every other week, something like that. So check out the playlist that already exists. I'll link it all over wherever the link is. Left shoulder. Always remember, left shoulder. And you guys can check out those previous videos. I just tell you a little bit about the company. Tell you some of the highlights of things I found. Reasons why I would shop there. Things that I really like that they did differently maybe than other companies. It's kind of a cool series. It's like my baby. That is like the one big thing I worked on all last winter, and I really tried to bring a really decent series to YouTube and to spotlight some of these companies. So I'll be bringing it back and doing more of that. It's going to be a little bit harder this year because there is a limited amount of seeds everywhere. Which brings us back to saving these seeds. Why it's so important that we need to start learning how to save our very own seeds, and that is something I haven't been really good at. I've done a couple things. I mean, I can save some squash and bean seeds, but pretty much anybody can do that. I really want to get into learning how to save more like my eggplants and my peppers and, you know, all the different kind of lettuces and greens that we grow a lot of. So that's where we're heading. I'm trying to learn how to do a lot more of that kind of seed saving. The good news is if you're new to seed saving like myself, there's a ton of awesome resources all across YouTube on how to save different kinds of seeds. And they tell you all sorts of neat stuff like what needs to be fermented, what fermentation of seeds means, and what you can just save straight out of the plant. So there's so many different things that you need to learn about before you start saving seeds. Some are easy, some are a little bit more, they just take a little more involved steps in to get through the process, but really for the most part saving seeds is fairly simple to do. Now it's absolutely great to support seed companies that you believe in, seed companies that you really like. I do it myself, I buy a lot of seeds. I donate the seed swap, if you guys aren't familiar with that. It will also be coming back this fall. It's where I make a video and I send out a pink envelope full of seeds to swap with you guys. Actually, a lot of this garden you see behind me right here is grown from seeds that came from all of you guys, our viewers, and we are really appreciative of our seed swap. It's a great way for us to interact with you guys, and you know, you guys get to grow some of my stuff in your backyard and I'm growing your stuff in my backyard. For me, that is a huge win-win. Wow, what you got? Cars? Okay. Boom boom, Michigan J Frog. Now, while it is great to support those seed companies, we have to support them, keep as many seed companies as we can around. It is also very important for you to learn to save your own seeds, because when it comes to seed companies, some of them will not tell you where they source their seeds from. Some of them will tell you and you'll know that they're getting seeds from Minnesota or whatever it is, whatever place it might be. Some though are just seed companies, right? They just sell seed. They source it from all over the place. Now, why it would be bad for you is if you're in Michigan and you're growing seeds that are grown in Texas, they're not going to be acclimated as well to your personal climate. And that can make an enormous difference for how well the plant grows for you. So regionally adapted seeds means that they would be seeds that come from an area that you are in. So the same sort of region, zones that you have, same climate. So those seeds are going to be better suited to grow in your own little climate. Now we can go a step beyond that, because inside of every climate and zone, you have your own personal microclimate. And everyone's microclimate is different. Everyone's. Your neighbor could have a different microclimate than you do. So this is where we get into learning to save your own seeds and why it is 100% better to save your own seeds than it is to buy seeds. So when you harvest seeds, oh, that's full of dirt. I will eat it though, that's very good, thank you. Cucamelon. Can you say cucamelon?
Cucamelon.
Ah, that's really good. That's really good. Car? Cucamelon car? So yeah, when you are growing plants in your microclimate and you're saving the seeds personally out of those plants to regrow them again next year, the genetics of that seed is going to be a lot stronger and it's going to grow better in your microclimate. It's going to be acclimated. Think of seeds like think of seeds like a DNA strand. They have a DNA strand that, you know, binds them to that soil that you have out in your yard, and so they kind of put that back together in the next season and they grow bigger, they grow stronger, they grow better. Yeah, like those ones. Those will be better seeds for next year. You're right, bud. You're a genius. Yeah. Put them down. So we've been working on trying to save some more seeds. You can see right here I got some jalapeno pepper seeds and I got some, oh look at that, that is a ton of, you probably can't see it very well, but those are the shishito pepper seeds. I have been saving a ton of those. Now I'm working on saving these seeds for myself, but also for you guys, because I do the seed swap. You guys, yeah, that's right. Because we do the seed swap, we want to trade our seeds with you guys. We want to give our seeds away to people. We want to help people get growing, get gardening, and having a little bit of food security. Even if it's not for food security and you're just growing a few things for fun, that is what we want. And what I really like is if you guys went to the Facebook page and posted pictures of your plants and your harvest that you're getting out of those, the people who have already been involved. I've gotten a few of them, and I must say it's very impressive the gardens you guys are growing with seeds that we have traded with you guys. It makes me super happy and excited about all of gardening. So some of the other things we're saving here is, I was talking about these just the other day. These are all the sugar baby watermelon seeds that we've been pulling out of plants. It's It's actually only one. I have a few more on the counter I'm going to be doing. I got some Bonnie's Best tomatoes. I'm going to save some seeds out of that thing. I've got some Kuka melons going right here. I'm soaking them in the water because I got that little bit of coating on them. We're going to try to get that off of there. Something I'm really excited about sharing this year and becoming one of my new favorite squash plants is a Desi Squash. So I got the heart of the Desi Squash right here. You can see all those squash seeds. We are pulling them out. We'll be saving all of these squash seeds. Let me show you that Desi Squash real quick. So this is our Desi Squash plant right here, and I only planted this 2 months ago. This has about a 50 to 60 day from seed to fruit lifespan. That is incredible for a squash. And look at it, it's super healthy this late in the year. It looks great. It's been growing like crazy. It's vining out a little bit. It's kind of more of a bush, but it is doing a little bit of vining. If you know anything about squash, even if they say they're bush squash, they still grow kind of like in a stalk distance thing. So that's what this is doing also. Let me show you this fruit though, because the fruit is where it's at. See right in there. There they are. I got 3 good sized Desi Squash on there. We'll go ahead and pull this one. It looks ready. Boom. And so this right here is the Desi Squash. You guys can see very kind of small. It's like a softball size squash. Good size squash. I don't know why we're yelling. Alright, get up here. Boom. Alright, so what were we talking about? The Desi Squash. Very nice little squash. You can see this is a good size for it right there. This is when you got to pick them. The thing I have noticed is that we had a couple of them get a little bit larger and the skin got a little bit tough on them. Now these ones, the skin are not tough on the smaller size ones, but if they get too large, then the skin will get a little bit tougher and that kind of makes them a little harder to eat. But they are a very, very good tasting squash. Kind of like a nutty type of flavor to it. I don't know how to, it's just a really good flavor squash. And it's a little bit different than your zucchini, your yellow squash, so it mixes it up quite a bit. But I just love it because 50 days you start seeing fruit on your plant. 50 days. Now that's incredible if you're in a very short season. That's awesome. If you're just trying to fill in some gaps and you wanted something quick, that's awesome too because it works very well for that. Okay, get a bean. Grab a bean. Grab this one. You see right here? You're going to grab it and you're going to pull it apart. Lick it. Grab it, pull it apart. Can you do that? Oh, kind of. Oh, there's your bean. You did it. You saved a seed. Ooh. Ooh. Did you get it out? Get it out. You gotta peel it open. You did it! You got a seed. Good job. It goes in the pile now. You put it right there. Look at those ones. Are there any more in there? Oh, there's one. You got more? You got another one. Yeah. Good job. Excellent work. Alright, well, we got a ton of seeds to get saving. This is for... Alright guys, well we have a ton of seeds to get working on. You see we're in here in the greenhouse. We are in our office type of setup. It's kind of a cooler day, so it's not too terrible in here, which is good because it has been in the 80s and 90s for the past month. Yeah, bean, good job. So it would normally be like 110 in here, but today is a little bit cooler. We're only at like 86, 84, somewhere around there. So we're enjoying the greenhouse. We're doing some work. Little Oz and I are going to start saving a whole bunch of seeds, and we're going to get that seed swap going. So guys, stay tuned. And I know you've heard me mention the seed swap a few times now. That's right. I'm trying to drum up all of you guys' excitement for the season. Another thing we're going to do before all of this stuff is we're actually going to do some germination testing on our seeds. You can see here I have my tray of dirt. So we are going to sacrifice a few of these seeds just to see how well our germination rates work. But like I said, we got a lot of work to do to save all these seeds. So we're gonna let you guys go. Remember to grow bold and be bold, and as always, Bean. We'll see you guys in that very next video. Now you can say bye. You can say bye? Yeah, Bean.